Now then, people, and welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. It's time for another episode of the Daily Leeds. And of course, a little bit later on, we of course have the European Championship final as England take on Italy at Wembley. It's Sunday, the 11th of July. I'm absolutely bouncing. I won't be doing a watch along this evening for that. I'm going to spend it with my family, with the kids, and we're going to watch it together because it's a momentous occasion. This stuff never happens. It hasn't happened in my lifetime anyway. So I'm going to sit back and enjoy it with the family. So I hope you England fans out there have such just an amazing day, and hopefully, you know, we can bring home the bacon and win it, man. That'd be amazing. But this is the Daily Leeds. You can see I'm so excited. Everything concerning Leeds United in and around Thorp and Elland Road. Before we do get into today's video, please like it, subscribe, comment, and get your notification bell smashed. We're now less than 200 people away from 5K. We're getting so close. And as I promised, once we get past that, I won't mention it again until we get close to 10. You have my word. But that's enough guff from me. Let's get straight into the video. So, guys, of course, it's the end of the European Championships tonight at 8 p.m. And what that means is we're another step closer to the start of the season. It's now less than 6 weeks. Less than 6 weeks before we'll be back here at Elland Road against Everton. It's crazy. It's coming around so quick. I, for one, I'm really excited. And we've got loads in today's episode for you as well. It's pretty quiet yesterday. Today is full of loads of news for you. We're going to start, first of all, with the goalkeeper situation at Leeds United. It's all confirmed now. It's the worst. It's the best kept secret, I guess, that Chilokoa-Mullen, providing any last-minute hiccups, will probably or most definitely join Elche in La Liga next week, initially on a year-long loan with a view to making it permanent next summer. So that's going to happen. And what that means is obviously Leeds United are now on the hunt for a goalkeeper. What do we do? Now, we were discussing in yesterday's episode, and I've seen a lot of comments come in about Elliot Capriel. Surely he can step in, and they seem to be, you know, a 50-50 split over whether people would want us to go out. I suppose we're going to save a lot on wages from Kiko, so therefore there might be some spare money to go get another keeper that will come in and be. The difficult thing is with the goalkeeper is someone who's willing to sit on the bench, knowing they're not going to be number one, and he needs to be adequate cover because, I mean, if the worst came to the worst, I mean, God forbid, but if Melly ever got injured, we'd need someone who's decent enough cover, don't we? You know, we can't just go in with a Capriel or someone who's going to take 10 grand a week and he's a rubbish goalkeeper. You know, I believe we're going to get Darrell Bang for the under-23s. Bradford City believed they were ready to go into there or compete for their first, but this is, you know, first spot. But this is the Premier League. You know, Darrell Bang is for the future. So, I read an article. You know, Leeds are looking at potential goalkeeper situation. So it shows that Victor Orta is actually working hard to identify a potential solution because it looks like Ellie Capriel's not that, you know. So I think we're confident enough to say that. And we know that Leeds United tried to sign Angus Gunn from Southampton. However, he went to Norwich. We've also been linked to Sam Johnston of West Brom, who's a fantastic goalkeeper. Apparently, he's got an £18 million valuation. That's going to make the deal for Leeds United massively unlikely. We're not spending £18 million on a keeper that's going to sit on the bench. And not, I mean, the Sam Johnston links for me were always guff because Sam Johnston deserves to be a number one. He's that good. I really rate Sam Johnston, and there's no way he comes to Leeds United to sit on the bench. It's a non-story. I get the Angus Gunn one because he's not playing. He's not played at Southampton. You know, he was at City for a while. He's going to go to Norwich and he's going to compete or try get in there. He spent some time on the bench, and that's the options that we have, isn't it? It's someone who's going to be willing to do that. So it's going to be an interesting one. Let me know your thoughts on the goalkeeper situation at Leeds United. We're now going to speak about the winger situation. So yesterday evening, towards the back end on Twitch, Fabrizio Romano was doing his normal live on Twitch, and he said that Leeds are working really hard to sign Club Brugge winger Noa Lang. So it seems that Matheus Cunha, for me personally, he's not going to even leave Hertha Berlin unless something crazy happens. He may leave next summer. We'll have to wait and see. But I think him being at the Olympics scuppers any sort of move to Leeds United. And one that definitely won't go away is, of course, Noa Lang. And it's been reported that now the Belgium side, although they've stressed in previous occasions that they're not under any pressure to sell because they sold one of their strikers, Dennis, to Watford, so they've got enough money now to say, do you know what? We'll only sell for the right price. But apparently, according to a paper in Belgium, they have reportedly been trying to find a replacement in the winger position. So basically, Club Brugge are preparing for Noa Lang's exit in the chance, because this is what football clubs do, right? They're aware of the interest, right? What do we do if he does move? And apparently it's been reported in Belgium, not apparently, it is being reported in Belgium, that Club Brugge are on the hunt for a new winger. So if Noa Lang is our man, they're not really confident of keeping him, you know, because they're already looking for a replacement. So it's one to keep your eyes peeled on. If we see any sort of movement in that area and they do bring in a winger, then you think, right, okay, Leeds are going to do this. Another winger that I want to touch on that we haven't spoke about for a very long time, and one that I've seen in the comments, a few people have asked me the question saying, what's happened to Kavica Kvaratskhelia? You know, the Georgian winger who plays at Rubin Kazan. Leeds United have been interested, and that's fair to say. However, the Russian club's sporting director, Rustem Salmanatov, has claimed that they have received no offers whatsoever. Okay, and they're growing increasingly confident that their star man will be playing in Kazan next season. So there's a lot of interest for Kavica Kvaratskhelia, not just from us, from a lot of other clubs, but they've not received any offers whatsoever yet, and they're more confident that he's going to stay. So maybe Kavica or Kavica Kvaratskhelia, or Carver, as I believe his nickname is, has dropped further down that pecking order. You know, we've heard Noa Lang, we've heard Ryan Kent, Kavica, we've heard Matheus Cunha. They all seem pretty solid to me. So where is he on that list? I'm not sure. It looks at the minute, you would guess, again, for all we know, and I do believe this is probably happening, you know, I can only report what I get, like, from the papers. I'm not in any sort of know. And I think the mad thing is we were all looking at left-back situations. You know, I was big on Javi Galán. And during that period, Victor Orta was already in Spain speaking to Junior Firpo and took him out for a meal. You know, we're now looking at, you know, these wingers that are mentioned, Noa Lang, Kavica, Cunha from Hertha Berlin. He's probably speaking to some random somewhere else that we're not even aware of, and know that when we do get close to signing him, you know, it'll be done within a couple of days. That's what happens at Leeds United under Victor Orta. When we finally do hear who the target is, take yourself back to Rodrigo Moreno, Rafinha, Koch. They were done within a couple of days. This isn't like, if you have a look at Liverpool, for example, currently trying to sign Saul from Atletico Madrid, that the interest is there already, and it looks like it's going to rumble on and on and on and on and on. A bit like Manchester United with Jadon Sancho. Everyone knew we wanted him, on and on and on, and it never got done. Whereas Leeds United, when we hear that Victor Orta, and it's a firm target and we know it's happening, it's normally done within a couple of days. So we can talk about the winger, but, you know, Victor's probably already speaking to that specific winger. One winger I hope he is speaking to, and another one that we've been linked to again in the past 24 hours, is Mikkel Damsgaard. Of course, England fans will know him very well. He scored that absolutely worldie of a free kick against Jordan Pickford. And apparently he's set for a move to the Premier League. He's currently playing at Sampdoria in Serie A. Apparently Tottenham, Leicester and ourselves are interested. It's come from an Italian publication, and they've said that, you know, there is potential for a move to Elland Road for the 21-year-old. But look, the figures that are getting mentioned, 20, 25, 30, 35, for me, Damsgaard doesn't make the move. Out of all the wingers that we've been linked to, Damsgaard would be the one for me, even over Matheus Cunha, 21-year-old. This kid will go to the very top, you know, very, very top. I just don't see that move to Leeds United. But listen, if the links are genuine and there is something in that, then Victor Orta, you know, maybe he's over in Denmark now, you know, maybe he's frying up some Danish bacon and trying to convince Mikkel Damsgaard to come to Leeds United. I don't know. Fingers crossed. I mean, I don't think so, but you never know. We're now going to move on to the centre midfield position. So it was reported not yesterday, but the day before, and I didn't really look into it as much because I was like, I don't know who this kid is. It's the first time I've mentioned it. And then yesterday, a load of people were tagging me in it. It is, of course, the link to the Argentinian midfielder, Toto Belmonte. What a name that is, by the way, from Club Lanús in Argentina. Apparently, the president over there is asking for $9 million, and the English team, which is Leeds United, have accepted and be willing to make a move. He's an Argentine professional footballer who plays as a centre midfielder for Lanús. You know, if you have a look at the actual Twitter thread, there's a lot of Argentinian fans in there saying, look, he's one of the most exciting midfielders they've seen for a long time. He's a very young lad. However, I'm not really buying it. Like, I don't know if we go to South American market when we need ready-made players to jump straight in. I'm not sure. I may be wrong. But LUFC Fan Zone, they can always be counted on straight away. Got in contact with Toto Belmonte's agent. Thomas Belmonte, I think it is, but it's Toto. It must be his nickname. However, the agent at the time was currently declining to comment on any links whatsoever. They did some further digging and said on the links to Thomas Belmonte, we have managed to contact another Argentinian-based source, and they're saying there has been no contact between the clubs and there has been no negotiations. The links are just pure media speculation. And I thought as much when I seen it, 48 hours ago. Thank you for those that tagged me in it. And I did say I would speak on the matter. But the fact that LUFC Fan Zone have been in touch, agent says don't even want to talk about it. And the other source they spoke to said there's been no negotiations. It's not happening. It's just total paper talk. And as well, I don't know about him. He could be amazing, but I think we need someone as a centre midfielder, a bit of a marquee sign along the likes of Junior Thorp. The three that we bring in need to be of real quality, and the wingers that we're linked to for me are that. We still don't know who this centre midfielder is. We'll have to wait and see. And just to finish, guys, we've had another Leeds United under 18 player turned pro. It's a Scotland youth international. He signed a 2-year professional deal at Elland Road and will step up to the club's under 23s for the next 2 seasons. It is Chilokoa-Mullen, okay? Chilokoa-Mullen. Again, I probably absolutely hammered his name, and my apologies for doing that. But yeah, I'm going to go with Mullen, okay? I'm going to go with Mullen, but Scottish international, 17-year-old. Again, more players getting signed on permanent deals and getting added to that under 23s. They're really fleshing out that squad, which then goes with my narrative that I've created myself that we're going to see a lot of the under 23s from previous season in this year's first team. Just my personal opinion. My main pick's going to be Joe Geldart, but we'll have to wait and see. Let me know who you think's going to break into the first team this season, if any at all. I remember saying my young player of the season last season would have been Jamie Shack. We didn't see him. We just did not see him. So I don't know, guff. But listen, I hope you have enjoyed today's episode. There was loads in that there for you. I always enjoy doing the Daily Lead. So thank you as always for watching. Subscribe if you can as well. This little watermark down there. We're almost at 5K, man. Rapid growth. I wanted to get there before the season started, and I think we might just do that. I'll say less than 6 weeks away. I think it's in the bag. But like the video, comment, and get your notification bell smashed. And all you England fans out there, and those that are supporting England, some of the Irish are, etc. Those that are supporting Calvin, I know the Scottish are, it's fine. They hate us. It's all good. But fingers crossed, we win tonight for you England fans. All right? Because I know a lot of you would have already switched off by now. I got loads of stick before. This is the Leeds. I don't want to hear about England. Let me enjoy the moment. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend as well. Peace out. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you in a bit. Leeds.